Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. Today, we're on with Lisa Buckley, awesome lady, doing some really entertaining things. And I'm truly grateful to have her on. So first, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here and happy. It's so funny. The days between Christmas and New Year, I never know what day it is. And I had to think, okay, today it's the 27th. So happy days after Christmas, happy New Year, happy holidays.
There you go. There you go. Well, let's dive into it. If you don't mind sharing with the audience, a little bit about who you are and what it is you do.
Okay, my name's Lisa Buckley, and I live in Connecticut, and it's snowing today, so yay. And I'm a puppeteer, and I never wanted to be a puppeteer, never thought about puppets. I didn't really know about puppets. I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to be like Jane Goodall and Diane Fossey and Jacques Cousteau, because those were just my heroes growing up, because I didn't have a lot of I grew up a long time ago. I think dinosaurs were still on the earth, and there wasn't a lot of television, and there wasn't a lot of role models for women that were in the sciences. And those two women were incredible. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want to be. So I read every book on animals, and I studied every animal show. And I was like, that's it. I'm just good. That's it. I'm going to be a scientist. And then I went to college and took science classes, and I hated it. It just didn't do anything for me. And I was really bad at it. So of course, my whole world came tumbling down. What am I going to do now? But I was fortunate to go to a school in New Haven, Connecticut that had a puppetry class, and I needed the credits to become a junior. And it was like 6 credits, which is a lot for a semester. And I took the class, and it was so much fun. It was just about how to perform and how to be silly and how to make puppets and how puppets work. And we just made little movies, and there was like a camaraderie about building puppets with everyone in the class. And we had to go out and shoot like a movie. So we're like in downtown New Haven with our puppets, and the people's reaction. I just love that people, some people come right over and hug the puppet, and these are adults, these are not just kids. And other, talk to the puppet. And of course, some people wanted nothing to do with a puppet. That's okay. I always said, I'll get them later.
There you go.
So it was just that kind of thing. And it just made my heart sing. So I left school and started doing, everything you do as a puppeteer, which is basically birthday parties until you can figure out what you want to do. And the type of puppets that I do are called big mouth puppets. They're like Sesame Street style puppets. And there's so many different kinds of puppets, but that's the kind that I feel most comfortable with. So I started doing that and started doing little shows. And then I was very lucky to do these holiday specials for was then called Metro Media, which Showtime bought them. And it was all the holidays like Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving and Easter. And it was just so much fun. I mean, it was hardly any money, and I didn't care. It was just so silly and so fun. It was all about just being silly and fun and play, which is the whole purpose of my life is to be silly. And it just right place, right time. Got to work on Alf. Was the left hand, which was wonderful, and then auditioned for Sesame Street. I know, it was a classic. I had I had my chair that said left hand on the back, and when I did my taxes, I said left hand. That's what I did, and it was just so fun, just so silly and so fun, and just great meeting people. And it was like a flash because it was only 4 years, and it went to the top, and then it came down, and then it was over, and then. I don't know, the universe said, you're doing this. And I got an audition on Sesame Street and did that for a bit, for 10 seasons. And then, some other little work here and there. And then met up with where I am now is No Strings International, which is a very small NGO out of Newcastle, UK, and New York. And it's ex-Sesame Muppet performers, and they use puppets to teach life-saving kids in crisis in the developing world. So I get to travel all over the world to places that are just crazy. But the amazing thing is that people are beautiful everywhere, and people are lovely and fun and fantastic everywhere, and we're all the same. And people like joy and play and fun, and so that's where I am right now, except I've been grounded because of the pandemic, but that's okay. We'll be back out there. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. What are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
Well, off the top of my head, I raised two lovely boys. They're in their mid to late 20s now. And I think why I feel successful with them, which was so opposite for me, because I grew up in a household where my father was a businessman, my mother was a homemaker, which is fantastic. But when I said, I don't want to do this, I want to do puppets, it was very difficult to navigate through that with them. They just didn't understand it. They weren't very supportive because they didn't understand. But actually, when I worked on Alf, they were like, oh, yeah, my daughter, the one who works on Alf. Like, where were you 5 years ago? So my boys, they are able to do what they want. And one's a skydiver and one is a filmmaker. So, and they never felt like I have to conform and I have to do this. I have to be, successful in some sort of business that is what everyone's doing. It was always like, do what you want, make yourself happy. You have one life here. We don't know how long it is. You have to enjoy yourself. You don't get out of here alive. Enjoy yourself, fun, play. So, of course you make it sound like that's so easy, but of course, as a mother, you're like, okay, do they know what they're doing? And but you just, I know this is right. I know this is right for them to do what their heart says to do. So it worked.
Good deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's a success, and the big success. And I think success for everyone is so different. And at different times, it means different things, because, when I was growing up in my 20s, working on Sesame Street and Alf, that was success. And yes, it was. But today, my success is traveling with No Strings and watching people discover art and play and drama and just watching them unfold to be artists, because we're all artists. We just don't have the opportunity, or we forget, or we just, we're a little afraid. And just being able to watch people just blossom into artists, it never gets old. So that to me is a huge success, because people are beautiful.
Yes, no doubt about it. I love that. So your kids traveling with No Strings, having success. Anything else that you accomplished that you're proud of?
I think just for me now, and the pandemic has been difficult, but just never give up. Just never give up. Just don't ever give up. And I know sometimes it's hard. Just be kind to yourself, and so that was very tough. And this past couple of weeks, just going, no, I'm successful because I'm not going to give up. So saying that to myself and actually believing it, after saying it and not believing it, going, I'm in my 60s and I'm too old. I can't do it anymore. But no way, you do whatever you want. For how long? As long as you're here on this planet, just live and have fun. We need that. So I think that's my other success, is allowing myself to move forward and not give up, because I know it's easy and I have given up, but I'm back on the track.
There you go. And I think too, it's a cycle. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. And I think that's the beauty of it. Just hearing you talk about your successes in your life and your pretty neat and your neat experiences. Like you said, like I've just been playing. I've had fun. And I think we all have to remember that it's important for us to have fun in our life. Just like you said, when you're giving advice to your kids, you only have one life. And so in this life, man, live it up. Do what you want to do. Enjoy what you're doing. And I think you'll be able to look back on that and not have any regrets when you do that.
Regrets. You might not have money or a big house or a car, but you'll have peace in your heart, and you'll know that you just lived your life, your truth.
Yes.
Without
a doubt.
And everyone in the world, the world is crazy right now, but there's so many beautiful, lovely, wonderful people out there.
Yes.
They're everywhere. They're
for sure.
everywhere. So don't despair.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yes. Well, let's hit on success a little bit. I know you kind of touched a little bit on it. What is your definition of success?
I think it's at the end of the day, you didn't lose your heart, you persevered, and you didn't lose yourself. I think to me that's success. Yeah, and you can just say, I did my best today. And even if it was just the worst day ever and it was that best was just awful, it's okay. It's okay. Tomorrow's a new day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Live and learn.
Live and learn. Yeah. Live and learn. And ask for help and just reach out to people because people are really, we need each other right now. Yeah. And actually we're doing really well. I mean, I know that the pandemic is crazy, but we're still haven't given up. We're moving forward. We're going to be all right. We're humans. We have capacity for greatness and capacity for badness, but I think our greatness always is bigger than our badness. So that's what I hold on to. So yeah, I think I answered the question.
Oh, you did great. You did great. Well, before we get off, if you don't mind sharing with the audience where they can go follow you and check you out and show you some love with all of the amazing things you have going on.
Yay, please. My website is sattva.creativearts.com. It's SATTVA creativearts.com. And my Instagram is at Sattva Creative Arts. And please follow me on Instagram. I love talking to people. And the No Strings website is nostrings.org.uk. And that really explains what the No Strings people do. And it's amazing. Yeah. So,
Awesome. Well, again, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it. And I wish you continued success.
Oh, thank you. Happy New Year. You're fabulous.
Thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.